Yo, what's up guys? What's up bros and broettes? Today is an awesome day. Today is just really an update video just to let you guys know what I've got done so far with the 240. So far, you know, if you guys have been staying tuned, obviously this doesn't seem much of an epic build to you guys yet, but it's just in the beginning stages. This is going to be a budget epic 240 build, so things may take longer than what you guys want and definitely longer than what I want. But with that being said, I'm gonna let you guys know what I've got done so far and what will be happening next. So far I've gotten the rear seats all bolted in, carpet reattached to the rear seat. It's kind of just draped over the back right now, but it's connected to the back of the seat. Got the driver's seat bolted back in. Got all the rear interior put back together except for these two pieces right here, which need to go right here. I'm actually in the process of painting the last bracket that I need to put back in, which is this bracket right here, but the one for over there, which for those of you who are 240 owners, you know that they're really bad with rusting. With that said, I also got the hatch wing off. I took the stock wing off and the stock wiper blade off. I actually got really lucky because those things were in pretty rough shape. The stock spoiler was in really rough shape, but I got really lucky. Only one of the holes had minor rust, nothing like eaten into the metal, just kind of like surface rust that started forming. So I just need to sand that off and throw a coat of paint on it and call it a day until I am able to patch them holes up. On the next note, I was able to fix the tail lights. The tail lights weren't working. I had brakes, I had blinkers, reverse lights weren't working because I had to find out how to hook them up there, which I figured out how to do that. So with that being said, I got all my lights working. All my lights work. So tail lights, brake lights, blinkers, reverse, corner lights. Shit, even that light in there works. This third brake light actually works. With that said, that was an issue that I was having back here, but all that is fixed. I have all the interior pieces, so I was able to get everything except for that cap for the passenger rear shock tower. I got those from Pull Apart, the speaker covers. I did a auto to manual conversion for the seat belts. I grabbed those out of a B14 Sentra, which is 95 to 99. I was able to, I had to modify the lower bracket, but nothing too serious. Just had to cut a part of it off and re-drill the hole at the bottom. But other than that, everything was perfect. Moving forward from the rear, like I said, I got the seat bolted in. I was able to get the center console cover from Pull Apart, the ashtray from Pull Apart. I also got this bottom cover right here from Pull Apart. What else? I also got this cover right here that goes around the door handle. That got from Pull Apart as well. This window was actually messed up. It would not roll up and down. It was actually all the bracket parts that actually bolt it to the mechanism that it's supposed to bolt to, that slides it up and down, the motor that pulls it up and down, was actually all fell out, came apart, and was at the bottom of the door. And apparently somebody had just zip tied it up so that it just stayed up where it was supposed to be. And when I tried rolling it down, it just kind of fell a little bit, kind of cockeyed. But all that's fixed. I rebolted the window back on the track. It goes up and down like it's supposed to. So that is freaking awesome. On another note, this window works fine. I don't know if the sunroof leaks yet, but that will be something that I'll find out in the future. Another thing I was able to get to pull apart before I moved out of here was this cover right here. I didn't have this cover. I was actually able to rekey this. I mean, it took a little finagling. You guys saw in a previous episode how I did it. But ignition switch. So ignition switch was all buttoned back up. Now that I'm done with it in there, let's move forward to the engine bay. What have I done so far with the engine bay? I replaced all my fuses, the old fuses with the newer style fuses. So all those are new. I was able to find out which ones were reverse lights. This is my speedometer wires, which I still haven't hooked back together yet. Reverse lights are kind of just there, not hooked up yet. I still need to order a starter so I can actually crank this over and find out if it does have a blown head gasket, because like I said in a lot of previous videos that it has, that the previous owner told me that it has a blown head gasket. What else have I done? I replaced the spark plugs, spark plug wires, and just the valve cover seals. I grabbed them from an Ultima KA24 and made them work, just to keep, because number 4 was full of oil. If you saw in a previous video, that one was just leaking buttloads of oil into the spark plug cylinder, spark plug tube. So the next, oh, and I also fixed the fuel leak that was happening on cylinder 2 injector. It was leaking from something. I'm guessing it was the big O-ring. So fix that, and all is good. I also put this Stelion from the 240 at pull apart, and so with that being said, guys, there's still a few things that I need to knock out before I can even try and start this. I want to get that wiring finished up for the reverse light and the speedometer, the speed sensor from the transmission. I want to get that all buttoned up and nicely covered with electrical tape, and the wire loom stuff I can grab that from Home Depot and do that. But I do need to get a clutch line, an auto to manual clutch line, because the one that was on here was messed up, and this is an auto to manual converted car, but they used the factory clutch line that came from the manual cars, and kept the clutch dampener. So, but anyways, that stuff was rusted out. I ended up breaking it, so I'm gonna just get an auto to manual clutch line, get the starter, fix the fuel line that goes from that's coming off the fuel tank. This is supply line, has a small leak in it. But other than that, oh, also I cleaned out the fuel tank of rust, and cleaned out the hatch of rust in the tire carrier area. Had a little bit of rust spots here and there, some surface rust, and cleaned it out, got some paint on it to keep it from rusting some more. So with that said, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this little update. I'm sure I rambled a lot, and this video is probably longer than I want it to be and what you want it to be, but whatever, I don't care. With that being said, guys, make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already, because man, does that go a long ways, and I greatly appreciate it. You know, as my channel grows, I want to grow with you guys. So until next time, guys, peace out and never look back.